Now on CoastTV News.
The heavy rain we picked up last night is now gone, but the winds remain pretty strong into the first half of the weekend. I'll track the winds on Futurecast and talk about a big warm-up for next week. Coming up now.
Revote on revision, that's what's being asked of people living in the Cape and Lopez School District. The change is made in a new referendum.
More online betting options in Delaware. We have details of the new bill that would expand sports wagering.
Biden beach-bound. Today, the president prepares for his third trip in 4 months to his North Shores home.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Paige Marley. It's Friday, April 12th, 2024.
Weekend is here, and Paige, I think the Friday vibes have kicked in here.
Yes, they definitely have. I'm in the Friday mood. You're in the Friday mood. Bob is definitely in the Friday mood.
It's the Friday mood with an extra shot of caffeine from my morning coffee.
And knowing that maybe we can squeeze some grilling in this weekend.
Oh, it's on the agenda.
Me too. I've been dying to use my new flat top.
Yeah, I thought you were going to break it out last weekend.
I was supposed to.
Oh.
Someone didn't season the grill in time. Fiance Jonathan.
Oh, yeah. All right. I'm not going to get involved in that.
Hey, I wonder if he's watching right now. We'll try again this weekend.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hey. So hopefully now that I called him out on TV, we'll season that grill. Get ready for this weekend. But let's bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahy. Bob, you're not going to ruin our grilling plans again, are you?
No, I would not do that. It looks like Sunday is the day to be grilling because we're going to be seeing a lot of wind the next couple of days. You can grill, but it makes it a little tougher with the wind. Here's our 6-hour radar replay. We had all that heavy rain last night, some rumbles of thunder and strong winds, and we're getting a little break right now, some breaks in the clouds, but also maybe a few little showers around Bridgeville and farther to the north into Kent County. Rest of Del Mar is pretty quiet, but we've got more rain now into Virginia, and that will make its way across Chesapeake Bay, and then we're looking at more showers as we go through the morning hours as we have a cold front back to our west, so that will increase the clouds, bring in more showers as we go through the morning hours, and then whip up the winds again for the rest of the day. But temperatures are mild, low to mid 60s, some 50s along the coast. We've been seeing those very strong winds. They're beginning to back off now, but gusting over 20 miles per hour, and they'll be picking up later on. So we get that brief break now, but by 9 a.m. we're still looking at more showers building in between about 9 and 11. Watch out for the rain and the wind, and those winds ramp up this afternoon, but I think we'll see the sunshine and temperatures into the mid to upper 60s by 2 p.m. and 50s along the coast. Maybe a lingering shower around 3:30. Then we finally start to quiet it down as we go into this evening. UV index brought to us by Ocean City. It's high today. Make sure you have the hat, sunglasses, and sunscreen. We're at a 6, so burn time around 23 minutes, and we're in the high range 6s right through the weekend into early next week. So the higher sunscreen, SPF, midday shade, and limit your time outdoors.
Thank you, Bob. We do have an update on the effort in the Cape and Lopez School District to pay for several projects. Last night, the Board of Education voted to move forward with another referendum. It would be in May. This time, an indoor pool will not be part of it.
Superintendent Bob Fulton saying it's a result of the debt service request has gone down to 8 cents from the previous 20 cents that was called for in the failed March referendum.
According to the district, the increased current expense for a property assessed at $28,000 would cost around $85 annually. The district still wants to buy about 102 acres off of Cedar Grove Road to build a new bus maintenance facility and relocate the district office.
Some people at that meeting questioned the size of the property, but the district says it's planning for future growth.
It's hard to understand. We have so many families that just want to be here. People that don't live here that say they do. We have to say no to them and follow them and make sure they don't get in here because they know what we do here is better than other places and they want their kids in our schools.
Fulton says 2 new voting locations have been added at Beacon Middle School and the Lewis Library. The polls are open in May from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Again, that's May 21st.
CoastTV News has confirmed that Delaware Attorney General Kathy Jennings will not make another attempt to retry former state auditor Kathy McGinnis on the misdemeanor conviction that was invalidated by the state Supreme Court. It was in February the court overturned the official misconduct misdemeanor, leaving the misdemeanor for conflict of interest as the only charge remaining of the several that were brought against the former Rehoboth Beach commissioner. The state had the option to retry her or let it go. They chose the latter. That conviction did make McGinnis the first sitting statewide office holder to ever be convicted of a crime.
It was on Thursday that we learned that O.J. Simpson had died at the age of 76, according to his family. The former NFL star, who was acquitted of murdering his ex-wife and Ron Goldman in a televised trial that gripped the nation, had succumbed to cancer. Simpson played 11 seasons in the NFL, but his sports legacy took a backseat in the 1990s after his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, was killed. He was acquitted of both murders in a controversial verdict. 2 years later, he was found civilly liable for the double homicide, but it was a Las Vegas robbery in 2008 that ultimately sent him to prison for just over 9 years. As you saw on the Coast TV app, new this morning, we're just over 4 months into mobile sports betting in Delaware, and we could see it become a larger industry in the first state. On Thursday, House Bill 365 was introduced. It would allow casinos to partner with several sports books. Licensed operators would be required to pay a $500,000 for a 5-year license and return 18% of their monthly gross receipts. Rehoboth Area Representative Democrat Pete Schwarzkopf is a co-sponsor of this bill. The General Assembly says that a hearing on whether to move this bill forward will take place within 12 legislative days.
Some mixed reaction to a site plan in Rehoboth Beach. It's this empty space of land by the traffic circle. Well over a year ago, Clear Space Theater sold the lot. They wanted to build a theater there at first, but then concerns about parking, traffic, and noise were raised. Then just yesterday, the new owner of the property presented their plans for a vacant lot. The owner's looking to build 3 mixed-use buildings with retail spaces on the bottom. One person who works in Rehoboth Beach says no matter what, the entrance of Rehoboth Avenue needs some TLC.
Every time I come here to work or something, it's always like you get that feeling that we really need more stuff in there because you don't see much stuff.
City officials made the decision to move the plans forward to a public hearing where they will further discuss legalities about zoning.
Clear Space Theater's history with the property is a long, contentious one. In 2020 and 2021, there were back and forth planning meetings and appeals for Clear Space's plan to build its new theater there. In July 2021, lawmakers gave $300,000 in a grant to help out with that, but a year later, after some loud pushback by some people living in the area over traffic, lighting, and more, Clear Space scrapped its plans. It sold the property a few months later.
Later tonight, President Biden is scheduled to arrive at his North Shores home near Rehoboth Beach. According to the itinerary put out by the White House, Biden should arrive on our coast right around 6 p.m. His weekend's trips have forced a change to a cleanup event by the Friends of Cape Henlopen State Park. That was scheduled for Saturday at Gordon's Pond, but it'll now have to be held at the playground and picnic area on the Lewis side of Cape Henlopen State Park. Biden has already made 9 trips to Delaware just this year, including 2 to the beach. He made 11 trips to his North Shores home in 2023. Biden is expected to return to Washington on Sunday.
Happening today, people living in South Bethany could learn what their property tax rate will be for the upcoming fiscal year. This morning, the town council could approve its budget. What is proposed is good, perhaps expected news for those in South Bethany. No increase is on the table. Current property rate is $1.30 per 100 acre of assessed value. The rental rate is 8% of gross receipts for both residential and commercial properties.
Also happening today in South Bethany, the town is seeking public input on a proposed change to an ordinance. The council is looking to amend a code regarding when building permits will be required within the town. If you're interested in sharing your opinion, the ordinance is now available for review at the South Bethany Town Hall. There will be a public hearing on this change at 9 a.m.
In Rehoboth Beach, more discussion on a proposed project for the Bellhaven Hotel. According to the city, commissioners will review a site plan that aims to, quote, build a modern adaptation of the original Bellhaven Hotel. It's according to one of the owners, Alex Papajohn. It's almost a year ago, in May, in fact, that city commissioners discussed concerns for the hotel, such as flooding and size. The plans will be reviewed today at 2 p.m.
Right now, all eyes on Arizona as the issue of abortion access continues to take center stage in national and state politics. Just as former President Trump released a video calling abortion a states' rights issue, Arizona reinstated the 1864 law banning nearly all abortions.
Yeah, now Mr. Trump appears to be changing his tune. Arizona candidates for U.S. Senate from both sides of the aisle are calling the 1864 law extreme. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us how each party is reacting to this ruling.
Women's lives are in danger.
The Biden campaign releasing this ad in Arizona, blaming former President Trump for the state's controversial abortion ban.
Because of Donald Trump, millions of women lost the fundamental freedom to control their own bodies.
The ad also highlighting how Mr. Trump has taken credit for the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Trump is now shifting his message, declaring abortion should be left to the states to decide.
The states will determine by vote or legislation or perhaps both, and whatever they decide must be the law of the land, in this case, the law of the state.
Arizona's Supreme Court ruled Tuesday that the state could enforce a law from 1864, allowing a near-total ban on abortion. Trump backpedaling from his previous comment, saying the law went too far.
Did Arizona go too far? Yeah, they did, and that'll be straightened out.
A message echoed by both Republicans and Democrats in the state's U.S. Senate race.
This total ban on abortion that the Arizona Supreme Court just ruled on is out of line with where the people of this state are. The issue is less about banning abortion and more about saving babies.
As governor, I will continue to do everything in my power to ensure that women across the state can access the care that they need when they need it.
Voters are further energized.
I mean, nobody wants abortion. They just want to be able to have it as a choice.
No. I don't blame Trump personally. I blame the Republicans for this.
Trump accuses Democrats of trying to distract from other issues like immigration and the economy. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
All right, Matt, we're just getting started this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Page coming up, Fenwick Island wants to move one of its crosswalks to avoid illegal U-turns. We'll tell you about the debate over funding for this proposed project.
Also ahead this morning, school improvement plans for the first state. We're telling you the disappointing statistics that show many students are not up to par.
Got some exciting Taylor Swift news coming up. The Grammy Award-winning singer's music's back on the popular app TikTok. We'll tell you why it may have been taken down in the first place. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread, topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce, but don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
Hi, this is Amber Brazier. Welcome to Brazier's Carpet Care. Drop off your rugs today or have us pick them up and let our state-of-the-art cleaning plant do the rest. Many methods are used to clean rugs, from air dusting to remove fine soil to soaking in our whirlpool. Hand-knotted rugs are carefully washed, rinsed with cold water and wrung out, followed by a trip through the centrifuge before entering our controlled temperature drying room. We also repair all types of rugs from braided to hand-knotted. Quality cleaning by people who care. That's Brazier's Carpet Care.
It's VIP Days at Boscov's, our biggest home sale of the season. Join us for Demo Day this Saturday. Enjoy product demos, food samples, and extra discounts throughout the store. Saturday only, our entire stock of patio furniture and garden accessories, an extra 20% off. Saturday only, extra 20% off kids apparel for infants, toddlers, girls, and boys. And Saturday only, take an extra 20% off men's shoes. Incredible savings throughout the store during VIP Days at all Boscov's.
As a child, David Naples' home was destroyed by an electrical fire. Nearly 1 score later, Expert Wire was formed from scratch with the ambition to neutralize electrical hazards on Delmarva.
Our passion for providing sought-after electrical safety sparked from that event.
Expert Wire. Fast, reliable, guaranteed since 2003. Scheduled windows with pinpoint accuracy, or your appointment fee is absolutely free. Need electrical service? Call Expert Wire. Remember, leave the wiring to the experts and make it a powerful day.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread, topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce, but don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
Sunrise in about 15 minutes. Probably not going to see it on the beaches. Boardwalk Plaza, Camia, looking pretty cloudy there, 58. Other places seeing some breaks, and then we're also seeing a light shower near Milford right now, northern Sussex County. Heavier showers making their way out of Virginia and near Elliott, maybe into Salisbury, and then points beyond as we go through time, as there is more rain back to the west. We see a front coming through, and the rain will increase as we go into the afternoon. Temperatures now in the 50s and 60s, and we are looking at gusty winds at times over 20 miles per hour, and those winds, well, they'll be picking up again this afternoon. Bus stop forecast, 63 for the kiddos this morning. Make sure they have an umbrella. Still more rain to come, but dries out, windy and mild this afternoon, heading home, and 67.
Heading to Milton now, the plan to build the McDonald's moves forward. You may remember there was some supersized drama with this one. The proposed spot for the new fast food restaurant would be here at 102 Broadkill Road. Council is expected to hear these new plans next Tuesday. Happening today in Dewey Beach, town officials are looking at its policy of the placement of trees and tree removal. There will be a discussion, could be a vote on how much of a penalty someone can be charged for improper tree removal within the town. Town will meet at 3:30 p.m. today.
Tay-Tay and TikTok are back together again. Music from Taylor Swift returned to the social media platform Thursday after being gone for a few months. It was in January. Universal Music Group said its licensing agreement with TikTok was expiring. They then took music from their artists, including T-Swift, from the site. The statement also made reference to TikTok not paying, quote, fair value for the music. If you enjoyed watching the Netflix documentary Harry and Meghan, some good news for you. The duo signed on to the executive producers for 2 new shows for the streaming giant. Netflix saying the 2 nonfiction series will be on lifestyle and the game of polo. That lifestyle show curated by Meghan Markle. The second series that'll focus on the game of polo, which Prince Harry plays. All right, well, still ahead this morning, some disappointing statistics showing most kids in the first state are not up to par. We'll tell you details of the plan lawmakers are pushing to combat this.
And a pretty cool looking camera view right now. Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam. Look at this. Clouds moving at different speeds. We've got breaks and a beautiful sunrise and 65 in Laurel. We're looking at more rain this morning. The strong winds continue today and linger into a part of the weekend. Weekend forecast not bad and a big warm up next week. I'll have your forecast details in 2 minutes.
Are you having one of those days where everything that can go wrong does? Meet Preston, a normal guy with extraordinary bad luck. This is where the law office trap nickel steps in. We've got your back, even when you fall on it. Our skilled personal injury team is committed to defending your rights and converting adversity into significant compensation. Don't hesitate. Get the justice you deserve. The law office of Trap Nickel. Your priority is our priority.
It all started with a food truck and a dream of bringing excellent street food to our community. That dream became Tiki Jack's as we know it today. From mouth-watering street tacos to our signature sandwiches and street-inspired entrees, Tiki Jack's is the ultimate destination for comfort food by the shore. Whether you're dining out with family or looking for a fun night out with friends, stop by Tiki Jack's of Rehoboth Beach today for all your street eats and brews.
Pain and immobility take you away from everything you love to do. That's why at PAM Health Rehabilitation Hospital of Georgetown, our focus is to rebuild your life by providing high-quality, post-acute care to those who suffered from serious injuries or illness. With state-of-the-art facilities, advanced robotics, highly trained professionals, and the highest level of rehabilitation care. It's all about gains. Gain your movement, gain your independence, gain your life back. PAM Health Rehabilitation Hospital of Georgetown.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Approaching 6:17 on this Friday morning. We're checking out the live scene now in Seaford. Pretty quiet there. We had some intense rain a few hours ago, Bob, and you've been updating the totals that we have received so far.
Yeah, and not so impressive in the rainfall department. I was going to say Paige. Well, Paige as well, but also Matt. It's the wind. You know, we saw a lot of wind. We had garbage cans strewn in the streets, and we had objects in the road as well. Paige says she saw like a lawn chair on her way to work this morning. So that wind was gusty, over 40 miles per hour. And Prime Hook had a little bit of rain for you, 6100s, 5700s in Stockley with Harbison, 4800s, 3800s in Georgetown. Georgetown, Indian River Inlet, just shy of 1/3 of an inch, and Lewis, 0.3 inches. So we had that heavy rain, and we're not done with it yet. Now, the real heavy rain is gone, but still looking at a shower around the Milford area, and more showers moving in from Virginia across the bay into Nanacoke right now. You're seeing some rain around Deal Island as well. So down the road, Salisbury, back into Delaware, I think we will be looking at more rain that's moving in from the southwest. Here's a cold front through D.C. right now. That will swing through, shift our winds, and then the rain should end later this morning. We're seeing this big spin with low pressure across the Great Lakes, and still lots of clouds and showers with this system. So we're looking at that rain this morning and then quieting down this afternoon. Temperature-wise, we're in the low to mid 60s right now, some 50s along the coast, and temperatures only rise a few degrees as we go through the day. As we're looking at southerly winds now 10 to 20 miles per hour, but gusting close to 30 in Ocean City right now, 21 in Bethany Beach, and those winds will be gusty once again all day, especially behind that cold front. But ahead of that cold front this morning, we're looking at partly cloudy skies, and then those skies cloud up, and we're looking at more showers by 9 a.m. So between about 9 and 11, I think that's when we're looking at the showers, and maybe still a sprinkle after midday, maybe 3 o'clock. Windy with a stray shower, temperatures in the upper 60s, and then the skies clear out through a part of the evening, and then they cloud up again late tonight into Saturday morning. So it's cloudy Saturday morning with 50s, but then the sun comes out, and we're into the low to maybe mid 60s tomorrow afternoon, and it's windy. And then tomorrow evening, it starts to cool down by Sunday morning. We're looking at temperatures into the mid 40s, so you're going to need to kick that heat on again, I think, as we go into Sunday morning. And then as we go into, say, 11 a.m. or 11:30, we're looking at upper 60s and then really nice into the afternoon with temperatures into the 70s. Gusty winds, well, they were gusting over 40 miles per hour earlier, and they're gusty out of the west as we go through the afternoon hours, 25 to 30 miles per hour, and they're still pretty strong as we go through the overnight into Saturday as well. And by 1 p.m., still gusting 30 to 35 miles per hour. So hang on to your hats and the steering wheels in the next couple of days. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. Windy is the weather word the next 2 days. 68 today, 49 tonight, Saturday, 63, and then we're down to 45 Sunday morning. Sunday, 73, a much better day, and then we're into the 70s next week. Mostly sunny Monday, 76, then mid to upper 70s Tuesday and Wednesday, flirting with 80 degrees by Thursday with partly cloudy skies.
We are loving it, Bob. Thank you. Other parts of our country, however, they're feeling the effects of bad weather. North Carolina was hit with strong storms Thursday, leaving thousands without power. Heavy downpours, strong winds, thunderstorms, all reported throughout the state. You can see some of that damage right there. Several homes and businesses had damage. Wind gusts, they reach up to 50 miles an hour in some areas.
A Delaware House bill is targeting public schools where less than 10% of students meet the standards for English language arts or math. It's House Bill 192. It made its way through one side of Legislative Hall last year, but the Senate hasn't weighed in yet. According to bill sponsors, there are 17 schools statewide that would be required to create short and long-term improvement plans because 90% of their students do not meet grade level standards. According to Republican Representative Brian Shoup, the short-term goal is to get immediate assistance to students impacted. One woman we spoke with was very surprised to hear about these issues in Delaware schools.
It does really surprise me. I guess I associate that more with like big cities, metropolitans, that happens. Again, it all starts with education. It all starts with at home, parents working with teachers. You want parents to be involved with their children and with their teachers.
The improvement plans outlined in the bill would be a joint effort between superintendents, the Department of Education, and school supervisors and administrators. These plans would be made public and annual updates would be given. This does bring us to our CoastTV poll. We are asking what's most crucial for improving underperforming schools.
So far, 59% of you say parental involvement. That went up in our last hour. 2% of you say more teacher training, just 8% student resources. In second place there is more money. That was voted by 31% of you. If you would like to vote, go to coasttv.com or our mobile app. Well, for right now, coming up on Coast TV News today, a Fenwick DelDOT debate. We're telling you why the mayor of that town thinks DelDOT should be paying to move one of its crosswalks. Food, films, furry friends. Stick around for the cool things to do this weekend.
Right now, pet dander, Skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. For over 75 years, we've continually engineered our equipment and processes to deep clean your entire home. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH First Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up and use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
Are you facing a DUI charge or caught up in a criminal case? I'm Asim Gulab with the Law Offices of Tunnel and Razor. Whether your matter is in JP Court, Family Court, the Court of Common Pleas, or Superior Court, let me help you navigate through the criminal justice system and get you past this challenging time. Our team will examine the evidence, challenge the prosecution against you, and strive for the best outcome for you. I will fight tirelessly to achieve the justice you deserve. Your problem is my problem now.
Bay to Beach Builders is celebrating 20 years of helping families on Delmarva turn their dreams into reality. As one of the highest-rated home builders in the nation, we pride ourselves on offering the best home building experience. Choose from our award-winning home designs, or we can customize a plan that's tailored to your lifestyle. With Amish-built homes starting in the low 200s, we have a home for every stage of life and every budget. Start your journey by visiting one of our 2 convenient locations, or learn more at baytobeachbuilders.com.
Taking you back to the decade of neon colors, big hair, and of course, great music. Join me, April, every morning at 8 a.m. on 107.1 The Duck as I play some of your favorite tunes from back in the day. It's April's Awesome 80s, sponsored by Easton Auto Care and Denton Auto Care and Tire.
Illegal U-turns are causing a debate in Fenwick Island, specifically between the state and the town. The town in Del Dot came up with an idea to move this crosswalk a couple yards north to the opposite side of that intersection instead. This would allow cars to do U-turns legally, and pedestrians wouldn't have to worry about getting hit. But there's one problem. Who's paying the $75,000 to make the change? Fenwick Island's mayor says Del Dot should be the ones coughing up the money, and that adds this change is a must.
Delaware has one of the highest per capita pedestrian fatality rate in the country. Here's an opportunity at Bayard Street to make sure that we're not another statistic.
With both sides at a standstill, there is still no word on if this needed change will happen.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Try is back with us again as we continue on this Friday morning. It looks like we might have to deal with some windy conditions as we make our way forwards.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Not only today, but into Saturday as well. And watch out for those objects on the roads. Paige saw a lawn chair on the road this morning. I've seen garbage cans strewn everywhere. So really take it slow. Watch out for that. Windy with scattered showers and rain mainly this morning. Afternoon sun 69 Millsboro, Georgetown 67, the same for Rehoboth. Those winds gusting over 35 miles per hour at times, 67 in Easton, 70 in Vienna, Federalsburg 67, and maybe 70 from Salisbury down to Pocomoke City, but upper 60s from Chincoteague into Ocean City. We've got the wind into Saturday, but Sunday looking warmer and the winds less and really warmer next week. I'll have more on that forecast coming up in a couple minutes.
There are more and more events happening all the time now as we inch closer towards summer.
Yes, there are. Coast TV News anchor Mallory Metzner has your weekend roundup of events. This weekend is packed with spring celebrations. If you like petting zoos and making Taylor Swift friendship bracelets, then head out to Springfest at Big Oyster Brewery from noon to 4 Sunday. Meanwhile, the first ever Lower Slower Delaware Festival runs until 7 p.m. The Salted Vines in Frankfort says this free event will have a vendor village, live music, food trucks, and a wine release.
April showers bring May flowers, but the Brandywine Valley SPCA is getting ready for kitten showers. Learn how to bottle feed and care for infant kittens. Sink your sweet tooth into this one. Chocolate lovers can crawl through Rehoboth Beach on Saturday in the Harry K Foundation's second annual event. Stop at over 30 shops and vote for your favorite. History in Bloom tours with the Lewis Historical Society are happening all weekend long. The Coastal Delaware Running Festival is in town all weekend long. Nurses on the Run at Bay Health Sussex campus raises money for scholarships for nurses. There are craft shows on Saturday at the Bridgeville Public Library and in Ocean City at St. Peter's Lutheran Church. Tidal Health's Health Fest is at West Seaford Elementary with nearly 20 different screenings. The Humane Animal Partners will provide free cat and dog vaccinations and wellness checks. Cape and Lopin State Park goers can plan for an action-packed Saturday. Search for shorebirds on their flight north. Meet at the Nature Center at 10 a.m. At Fort Miles, delve into the deep-sea mysteries of lost World War II submarine, the USS Albacore. Finally, get a taste of the wine, beer, and cheese in the park. Tickets are $30 at the door. Milford's 4th annual community cleanup is happening in Bicentennial Park. Meet the Friends of Cape and Lopin State Park at the playground picnic area off Cape and Lopin Drive at 8:45 a.m. Remove trash from around Concord Pond in Seaford from 10 to noon. Delaware semi-professional wind ensemble, the Delaware Winds, performs this weekend. They're in the midst of a side-by-side initiative inviting local students to join them on stage. See them Saturday at Dover High School at 7 p.m. and on Sunday at Cape and Lopin High School at 3 p.m. The Southern Delaware Orchestra also has a concert Saturday at 7:30 p.m. at Epworth United Methodist Church. The performance from the University of Delaware Jazz Band is co-presented by Dogfish Head. By the way, full disclosure, a member of the board of CoastTV's parent company, Draper Media, is a co-founder of Dogfish Head. For tickets to the events that require them, just head over to coasttv.com.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
The Harry K Foundation presents the second annual Chocolate Crawl on Saturday, April 13th in downtown Rehoboth. Enjoy delectably fabulous chocolate creations and then vote for your favorite to win top prize. For tickets and info, visit harrykfoundation.org/events.
Give your backyard a cozy enhancement with patio systems in Lewis, Delaware. Integrity is the pillar of our craft, with quality craftsmanship to transform your yard or deck into a custom oasis, providing you comfort all year round. Take control of the elements with the shore's best selection of pergolas, retractable awnings, screen and glass enclosures, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems personalized your way. For exceptional workmanship at reasonable prices, contact Patio Systems, your backyard living specialist. Locally owned and operated since 2001.
After numerous successful shower renovations, we've heard your feedback loud and clear. You're craving more than just a shower. You desire a complete bathroom transformation from Baths by Spicer Brothers. We're reimagining your entire space, from digital design to meticulous craftsmanship. Every aspect will be customized to fit your unique style and needs. And right now, save up to 20% off your new project, plus no payments and no interest until 2026. Don't settle for less. Call Baths by Spicer Brothers today because you deserve the best. Visit Tyndall's Casual Furniture, where comfort meets style and quality meets affordability. And affordability doesn't mean you have to compromise on quality. We are Delmarva's exclusive dealer for Pollywood, the name you know and trust. Pollywood dining sets start at only $9.95, fully assembled and backed by a 20-year warranty. We're also proud to carry made-in-the-USA brands like Casual Comfort and Telescope Casual. Plus, we have a wide selection of wicker by Northcape, all made with aluminum frames. So shop today with the local experts at Tyndall's Casual Furniture in Laurel and Lewis.
All new Drew. Drew crashes WrestleMania 40. Plus, Wilmer Valderrama celebrates NCIS's 1000th episode.
Friday at noon on Coast TV.
Now on Coast TV News. The heavy rain is over, but still some lingering showers moving into Delmarva into this morning, and a lot of wind today into the first half of the weekend. I'll track the winds on Futurecast and talk about a big warm-up for next week coming up next.
For Rehoboth Avenue retail plans, could this empty lot on the west end of the city be home to new stores and apartments?
A break at the beach. President Biden's preparing today to make another trip to his North Shore's home.
Paying the same rate. That's the plan on the table today for property taxes in South Bethany.
This is Coast TV News Today.
April 12th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
It is 6:34. If you're just joining us, Paige and I, separate locations, mind you, plan on grilling this weekend.
Yes, very excited.
So, Paige, what's on your menu?
Breakfast tacos.
Very excited.
Yes, very excited. What about you?
I think I'm just going old school burgers and hot dogs, using the gas grill this weekend.
Nice, yeah. Okay, yeah. My nieces, they're twins. They have soccer games, so we gotta get the grilling done early. So that's why we're doing breakfast.
So breakfast and then soccer.
And then soccer
games. The intense, high intensity world of youth soccer.
Of 10-year-olds, you would be surprised. Actually.
No, you've told me stories.
These kids, man, they are aggressive. So it is a fun game to watch. Yeah. I'll get some videos to show you at some point.
I believe you. You've told me stories. So.
Yes, well, hopefully it's a good weekend to not just grill, but play soccer, watch your nieces play soccer, whatever you want to do. I think it is. We'll bring in Bob to confirm. But, Bob, I mean, I'm not leading these people in the wrong direction, am I?
I don't think so. And you got to love youth soccer, all those kids running around like in a big clump. I just love it. Looking good for those outdoor activities this weekend. And Sunday looks like the grill day. Not so much today and tomorrow with the wind. Here's our 6-hour radar replay. All those heavy rains and winds earlier are winding down. Some lingering showers now across Delaware Bay, but heavier rain now near Mardella Springs and Bishop's Head and Nanticoke. And this could be heading for Salisbury and southern Delaware. So we're not done with the rain yet. We have a cold front knocking at the door. So more showers through Virginia back into our nation's capital. So another round of rain as this front moves through this morning. It's mild with 50s and 60s out ahead of the front and gusty southerly winds. And eventually these southerly winds will shift more southwest and then west. But we're going to see rain this morning. Could be a little heavy at times between now and about 11 a.m. And then those winds shift to the west. We start to dry it out and temperatures into the upper 60s. Maybe a lingering shower around 3:30, but still pretty windy. Green check marks all around today for the morning umbrella, morning raincoat. Secure those outdoor items in the wind. Have the sunscreen, the warm beverage, of course, and have the shades handy too.
All right, thank you, Bob. There are mixed reactions to a site plan in Rehoboth Beach. When you first enter Rehoboth Avenue, you may notice there's an empty space of land right by the traffic circle. It was over a year ago that Clear Space Theater sold the lot after some people raised concerns about parking, traffic, and noise.
Yeah, they wanted to build a new theater there, but now yesterday, the new owner of the property presented their plans for the vacant lot. CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber shows us why people in that area have mixed feelings over the new site plans.
This empty space of land at the entrance of Rehoboth Avenue, known as 413, 415, and 417 Rehoboth Avenue, could become this. Brazona Hakai, who works in the downtown area, says the entrance of Rehoboth Avenue is in need of some TLC.
Every time I come here to work or something, it's always like you get that feeling that we really need more stuff in there because it's not, you don't see much stuff. Like, for example, when you enter the boardwalk, you see many stuff. You see like shops, you see the beach, fun land, like many things that you would be able to do. However, in the meantime, in the really beginning of the road, you don't see like that much stuff. So I feel like this is a really good thing to get started with because it would really maybe attract more people and tourists to come in and see Rehoboth Beach.
And the new property owner is looking to do just that. The owner is looking to build 3 mixed-use buildings with retail spaces on the bottom and living spaces on top. At a city planning and commission meeting on Thursday, city officials made the decision to move the plans forward to a public hearing where they will further discuss legalities about zoning. While some are on board with the idea, others, like Angela Manifold, worry about the project.
If they put more shops, it's really going to affect parking for everyone because there's limited parking now. And then by adding more shops, I mean, we can always use more shops, but the parking will be a big problem.
This large space of land has been empty for quite a while here at the entrance of Rehoboth Avenue. And although it's been over a year since the Clear Space Theater sold the land, people in the area say that they are still upset that the theater did not end up moving here. In Rehoboth Beach, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
Happening today, people living in South Bethany could learn what their property tax rate will be for the upcoming fiscal year. This morning, the town council could approve its budget, and what is proposed is good, perhaps expected news for those in South Bethany. No increase is on the table today. The current property rate is $1.30 per 100 acre of assessed value. The rental rate is 8% of gross receipts for both residential and commercial properties.
In Rehoboth Beach, more discussion on a proposed project for the Bellhaven Hotel. According to the city, the commissioners will review a site plan that aims to, quote, build a modern adaptation of the original Bellhaven Hotel. It's according to one of the owners, Alex Papajohn. It was almost a year ago. In fact, it was last May the city commissioners discussed concerns for the hotel, such as flooding and size. Those plans will be reviewed today at 2 p.m.
The LGBTQ plus nonprofit Sussex Pride was invited to the White House this week to discuss and to hear from the Biden administration in reference to legislation that impacts lives here in Delaware. So pictured on your screen right now is Sussex Pride Executive Director David Mariner and ACLU of Delaware Executive Director Mike Brickner. They were both on hand for the event that covered everything from investments to roads to internet, public transportation, mental health, clean drinking water, and more. According to the executive director Mariner, the community leaders in attendance represented the diversity of Delaware and Sussex County, including LGBTQ plus people.
Later tonight, President Biden is scheduled to arrive at his North Shores home near Rehoboth Beach. According to the itinerary put out by the White House, we are expecting the president to arrive just after 6 p.m. And this weekend's trip has forced a change to a cleanup event by the Friends of Cape Henlopen State Park. It was scheduled for Saturday at Gordon's Pond, which is what we're showing you here. It will now be held at the playground and picnic area on the Lewis side of Cape Henlopen State Park. Biden has already made 9 trips to Delaware this year, including 2 to the beach. He made 11 trips to the North Shores home in 2023. Biden is expected to return to Washington on Sunday. More news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, a solar farm proposal set to be reviewed in Frankfurt. We're telling you where organizers are hoping to put the panels.
Also, baseball battle of Pennsylvania. A win over the Pirates would put the Phillies over the 500 mark. Stay with us on CoastTV News today.
Looking for fitness that fits your budget? Join Planet Fitness. Now through April 12th. Save big when you join the judgment-free zone for just $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. That's right. We've dropped our enrollment fee to just $1. So it's easy to start getting that big fitness energy. Never intimidated. Always free fitness training, equipment for every workout. And most clubs open 24 hours so you can get in, get energized, and get going. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Hurry. Deal ends Friday, April 12th.
Are leaves and debris causing issues with your gutter? No need to risk climbing a shaky ladder ever again. We have the permanent solution. Gutter Helmet, America's #1 choice in gutter protection for over 40 years. Engineered to manage the heaviest of rainfalls, letting water flow freely. And the best part, never clean your gutters again, guaranteed. The lifetime warranty is transferable, so you can rest assured that you'll never have to replace your Gutter Helmet system. And right now, save 20% on your new gutters and Gutter Helmet. Call Gutter Helmet today for your free estimate.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Just about 6:43 on our breezy Friday morning. Tunneling Razor Cam showing a choppy Delaware Bay, 63. We had a little break from the rain, but now the showers are filling back in again. Vienna, back through Nanacoke, seeing some heavier rain for you. So make sure you have the rain gear this morning, and then more rain back into Virginia as we have a cold front pressing through. So not done with the rain yet, mainly morning rain. And then once this front comes through, then the winds will pick up, and it's mild out ahead of the front with 50s and 60s, and at times gusting over 20 miles per hour, close to 30 right now in Ocean City. Those winds get strong. So take care on the ferry. Make sure you have the rain gear. We'll be wet this morning, and then it should dry out by noon with temperatures in the 60s. Make sure to call the Coast TV First Alert weather line. I just updated it. Call 443-880-9100. It's sponsored by Baird, Mendalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Some Delaware lawmakers are intensifying efforts to combat plastic pollution in the state's natural areas and water bodies, but what they're attempting to do could be another challenge for grocery shoppers. A new bill was introduced that would ban the sale of beverages packed in rings or other plastic containers. These are those plastic rings that keep cans like soda or beer 6-packs in place. The bill sponsor says this is to protect humans from microplastics and their environment and wildlife from the plastic rings. The rings can be swallowed or wrapped around the necks of some animals. The bill has been assigned to the Senate Environment, Energy, and Transportation Committee.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
The Phillies were back in action last night, looking to start off the series with the Pittsburgh Pirates strong. And the Titans also trying to get back over 500 this season. Top of the fourth inning, no score Rangers. Suarez dealing. He strikes out. Ke'Bryan Hayes swinging. Later, Andrew McCutchen watches one fly by for the K. Next batter, Michael Taylor strikes out on a foul tip. Suarez allowed just 2 hits in 6 scoreless innings with 8 Ks. Bottom of the fourth inning, still no score. Alec Boehm drives one deep off of Jared Jones. Michael Taylor to the wall. He leaps up but can't make the catch. It's a solo home run, Boehm's first of the season. Take another look, just over the glove of a leaping Taylor. Phillies lead 1-0. 7th inning, same score. Brandon Marsh drives one the other way off Jones. It's off the wall for a double. It would bring around JT Realmuto for another run, but this play would have to be reviewed. Take another look at the replay. The ball hits behind the wall, bounces back into play. After review, the call's overturned to a 2-run home run. Phillies lead 3-0. 2 batters later, Bryson Stott crushes the Colin Holderman pitch for a 2-run home run of his own. It's his first of the season. Phillies win it 5-1. Game 2 of the series tonight at 6:40 at the Bank. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day, everyone.
And don't forget, next weekend, you can join the Delmarva Sports Network at the Delaware State Fairgrounds for the DSN Outdoor Expo. Both indoor and outdoor vendors will be on site in the Dover Building, Kent, and other pavilions and camping areas, showcasing everything outdoor. We're talking boats, RVs, hot tubs, hunting, fishing, so much more. The DSN Outdoor Expo runs April 19th through the 20th. Happy Friday, Delmarva. Here's what's happening today at 4 on Coast Life.
If you're looking to adopt a pet, we've got Bosco to introduce you to. He is so cute. I assure you, you are going to fall in love.
And we're letting you know how you can give back to our local community and really give back to people all around the world with empty bowls.
And are you a camper or a glamper? You'll find out where we stand with our great debate coming up later today.
All that and more today at 4 on Coast Life.
A glamper. I have to tune in to 4 to see what that is. We're looking at, well, a little bit of sun, a little bit of rain out there this morning. Tidal Health Seaford Cam. Wet road, so watch out for that. And windy into the weekend. Sunday is looking calmer and warmer, and even warmer into next week. I'll have your forecast details in 2 minutes.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town, the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, coverage you can count on.
Surface Solutions is rolling across Delmarva, providing the best asphalt and concrete installation for your home or business. Our professional team is transforming the asphalt industry with an impeccable reputation for quality. We guarantee a timely response, unparalleled customer service, and a detailed free estimate in days, not weeks. Call the exterior surface specialists at Surface Solutions and ask about our special financing rates as low as 0%.
Call the professionals at Surface Solutions and discover the difference.
I'm a public school teacher. I know lots of people said, I can do that. Come and try it for a day.
A lot of our challenges are funding.
Teachers often go in their own pocket to make sure students have backpacks, pencils. David Trone, that's pushed for more public school funding and public school teachers.
And it's so great to have someone at the national level that's going to be on our side.
David Trone's always supported teachers. Now Maryland teachers have overwhelmingly endorsed David.
David would definitely get an A+.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Golfer, FHFur.com.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH Fur's Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag #SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
It is 6:49 on your Friday morning. Happy Friday. Let's take a live look right now at Laurel. That's what we're looking at. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look how fast the clouds are moving, Bob.
That is pretty cool.
Oh my.
Different elevations. You have the clouds moving at different paces. We're seeing the sun coming up. Boy, that's just looks like picture perfect there, Paige. And it is a volatile atmosphere for sure. We're seeing the wind and the rain as well. Let's start with the rain the past 24 hours. 6100s in Prime Hook, Stockley, almost 6/10 for you. 5700s, 4800s in Harbison, 3800s in Georgetown. Indian River Inlet just shy of 1/3 of an inch with 3/10 in Lewis. And the winds, they've been strong. Salisbury had a gust of 44 miles per hour. Millsboro 38. Georgetown had a gust of 36, 34 in Slaughter Beach, and Del Mar and Prime Hook both had wind gusts over 30 miles per hour. We're not done with the gusty winds, and we're not done with the rain yet. We had one big batch move through last night, and now we're looking at some heavier showers to south and west of Seaford. Could be a little bit of thunder in this as well, so don't let your guard down. Have your rain gear. There's that heavier rain, El Dorado, back through Sharptown. Heavy rain back to the south and west near Gump Swamp, and then we've got more of the rain across Chesapeake Bay, and it's all tied to a cold front that's moving through the D.C. area. It's stretching into Virginia. So more showers. We see more of that rain back through Virginia. So we're not done with the rain yet, as we'll see that chance of showers through the morning hours. You can see the big spin here with low pressure moving to our north, but still some spokes of moisture and some disturbances coming around that low. And with that cold front, that'll kick off the rain this morning. It's mild out ahead of the front, 50s along the coast with low to mid 60s inland areas. And we're seeing those gusty southerly winds at times gusting close to 30 in Ocean City, and they'll get gusty as well behind that front too. But southwesterly winds ahead of the front with the rain this morning. 11 a.m. they shift to the west, and I think we'll see some breaks into the afternoon. It'll be mild, mid to upper 60s, a little cooler along the coast. Maybe one last shower later in the afternoon, and then it quiets down this evening. It's clear for a time, and then it clouds up again late tonight into tomorrow morning. Still breezy, temperatures in the low 50s, and tomorrow we do warm it up into the low 60s, but it'll feel cooler with the breeze, and then it clears off, and finally the winds relax into Sunday morning. Temperatures into the 40s. Might have to kick the heat on, and then into the afternoon, really nice 60s and low to mid 70s at that time. But we're seeing those gusty winds 25 to 30 miles per hour today through tonight, and even into Saturday. Still very strong winds, 25 to 30, maybe 35 miles per hour right on into Saturday evening, and they should start to wind down into Sunday morning. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. Windy as a weather word the next 2 days, with the showers mainly this morning. 68 today, 63 Saturday, some chilly overnights into the 40s, and then 73 Sunday, and then 70s next week. Sunshine early in the week, then increasing clouds, and close to 80 by Thursday. 79 and partly cloudy.
I'm looking to bring solar energy to Frankfort. The Frankfort Community Energy Initiative is looking at a land use application from Sussex County to build a solar farm. Farm would be on the east side of Route 113. This will be near Lazy Lagoon Road. County will look at these plans next Tuesday.
It is 6:52. It's time to check in now with our Coastal Pet of the Day.
And today's Coastal Pet of the Day coming to us from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. Right now we have Zara on your screen. This beautiful brindle babe is well-mannered sweetheart who's eager to please.
Aww.
And we're being told great on a leash. And
I love the brindle.
They're available at the Brandywine Valley SPCA.
Yeah, she's so pretty. I think Zara and Ziggy, hey, they would be good friends.
Maybe I mispronounced that.
What did you say, Zara?
Yeah,
no,
Zara.
No. Oh, you're probably right.
Okay, all right. One way or the other.
One way or the other. It's one of them. Hey, we want to keep seeing your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos of your pets, whatever kind of animal they are, and tell us what makes them special.
If you scan that QR code, we could get them on, and then you could watch it weekdays 5 to 7 a.m. to see the pets that we feature.
It's looking a little murky on the boardwalk right now. Just saw some folks out exercising, walking the dog, so a little foggy there. We still have some showers to go through the morning hours. The winds will be with us next couple of days, and then calmer into Sunday and warmer then as well, and a sustained warm up into next week. I'll have your 10-day forecast after the break.
From empty nester to first home, Accessible Home Builders does it all.
It was great working with Scott at Accessible Builders. He called us every Monday and asked us to come over to the house and each step of the way during the construction of our home.
It was pretty unique working with Scott because not only is he the owner, but he was working in here hands-on with his employees and really just trying to make our vision come to life.
Design your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Dive into the extraordinary this spring at Bella Terrace Garden Center. Discover rare wonders, vibrant annuals, perennials, a wide range of native plants, and lush tropicals. With over 20 years of expertise, trust us to elevate your curb appeal. Explore our website and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for insider tips, inspiration, and exclusive deals that will take your gardening to the next level. Experience the possibilities at our garden center right off Route 16 between Milton and Allendale.
Where your business chooses to bank matters. Founded locally, County Bank is invested in serving you, your business, and our community. We offer customized loans to fit any business with competitive rates and flexible terms. Ask us about County Bank Express loans. Choose County Bank. We have roots here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLSR ID 410450.
Warm weather is here, and so are the mosquitoes. This season, take back your yard with Rice's Mosquito Defense Program starting as low as $69. We utilize the best treatment methods combined with industry-leading products. Right now, when you combine Mosquito Defense with an annual home protection program, you can save up to $199 and protect your yard and home all year long. Rice's Termite and Pest Control, where protecting your home is the family business. Visit us online at delmarvasbestpestcontrol.com.
Your roof is the first line of defense against the elements, but is ready for the next storm? If it's time for a new roof, call Hershey Exteriors. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, we offer the industry's best warranty. Our roofs come with a Golden Pledge 50-year warranty on materials and a 25-year workmanship warranty that is backed by GAF. Call Hershey Exteriors, your trusted roofing pros, and get 0% financing for 12 months because life is sweeter with Hershey Exteriors.
It is 6:56. It's time for some things you need to know before you go. Later tonight, President Biden is scheduled to arrive at his North Shores home near Rehoboth Beach. According to the itinerary put out by the White House, Biden should arrive on our coast around 6. He's already made 9 trips to Delaware this year, including 2 to the beach. He made 11 trips to his North Shores home just in 2023. Biden is expected to return to Washington Sunday.
Happening today, people living in South Bethany could learn that their property tax rate will be for the upcoming fiscal year. This morning, the town council could approve its budget. What is proposed is expected for those living in South Bethany. No increases on the table today. The current property rate, $1.30 per 100 acre of assessed value.
All right, nearly 6:57. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
One final check with First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey.
Yeah, guys, we had that brief break from the rain, but now we've got that secondary push of showers moving through this morning with the cold front. So have the rain gear. It will be windy as well. We've got the rain now through about 10 a.m. and then the winds start to kick in behind that front. The winds shift to the west, so it'll be a windy day and temperatures into the upper 60s. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, windy into Saturday and pretty chilly Saturday into Sunday mornings with 40s, but 63, partly cloudy, windy Saturday, 73 Sunday, and then we're in the 70s next week, close to 80. Whew, how about that by Thursday? Maybe a rain chance by Friday, and then next weekend looking a little colder, but not bad. Temperatures in the 60s.
We're loving it, Bob. Thank you. And thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News Today.
The Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back with Coast TV Midday at 11, so stick around.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Friday morning, everybody.